What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. We got to talk about Luna Classic because, as you can see, it's actually preparing for another pump, and a lot of people have been talking about this. So definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section, but let's get straight to it. So this was actually trending on Twitter earlier yesterday, or actually today, and it says a Luna Classic falling wedge plus bullish divergence is going to happen. Shout out to the founder of Trading of this Twitter channel. But yeah, it kind of looks like we are about to have a little bit of a pump, and I'm guessing probably when we get around this 3219 area, somewhere down around there. So actually, if you look at it from this 5-minute chart, it does show the same thing is possible. So as we continue to go down here to the support, really is around 3111. So we should have some kind of pump if we do get over there. Now there is high activity expected in this area, but notice when we hit that high activity area, it was actually high selling. But once we actually hit the support, that high activity could easily become high buying activity. And the reason why it says high activity, low activity, and then high here, and then moderate up here is because this is for institutional investors. So institutional investors and dark pools, pretty much large whales, this is pretty much where they're more likely to have higher activity because there actually are technical supports and resistance. As you can see here, this is our support line indicated by the green area here, which is our supply and demand and more demand. This is our resistance line here indicated by the red area, which is less demand. And that's also why you see that the activity slows down when it goes up here. You have moderate activity when you hit these red areas, and then you start to have lower activity if you go below your supports. So that's why it shows these indicators here. And also, you also want to look at what we have back here. We have high activity here, and then we have some low and moderate activity here. If we were to go all the way down to 2.7, that's where the activity kind of slows down. But right now, it does look like it could be bullish right now. So look, if we actually pull all the way back here to the support, all the way at 3111, I really do think that we have the possibility to rise back up to 3.4. Now, whether or not we pass 3.4, that's going to be completely on the Luna Classic community. So let's just take a look at what we have for Luna Classic right now. So first of all, Coinbase, as you can see over here, is still trending. People are still talking about Coinbase and still talking about Luna Classic getting listed. So that's all pretty good. And if you scroll down, you see there's actually a lot of different people tweeting Coinbase, Lunacy community, and all that good stuff. Coinbase list Luna Classic. So we're still trending with Coinbase here. And I don't know if what Coinbase is doing right now, but they are having problems with like US banks, and they're having problems with payments and withdrawals with US banks. But beyond that, we are still trending. We're still trying to get on Coinbase. So maybe there's a problem because they're in the process of listing Luna Classic. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem with that. I don't know. But still, I still think that we have the possibility to get listed on there. And actually that's probably gonna end up causing us to actually pump if we not maybe, but almost 100% gonna cause us to pump if that happens. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, so let's just say 99%. But still, there's still a huge possibility that we pump once that happens. Now, we still have a lot of different things going on for Luna Classic, but as for the burns, the burns are still, let's wait till tomorrow, see what we have for burns tomorrow. But as for now, burns are still kind of moving along a little bit slowly. They're starting to speed up a little bit more now that we're having more pumps. So if we can keep pumping, we'll definitely have a straight, trajectory upwards. As you can see, when we were at the beginning of September, we had a straight trajectory upwards. We were just going and going and going, and then it kind of hit a little flat plateau because we were pretty much trading sideways. But now that we're going back up, you can see there's actually a little area here where it shows that we're starting to rise inside of our burns pretty much. So that's all good there. And circulating supply is also a little bit flat here, but like I said, as the burns speed up, it's going to start increasing. So that's all good there. And yeah, I'm definitely expecting to see a nice little jump here. Now, remember, this is just a 5-minute chart. So the highest for resistance that we even have on a 5-minute chart is at 3.7, and we got stomped out at 3.6. So if we were going to look at the 15-minute chart, though, it's going to look a little bit different. So looking at the 15-minute chart, we still have the same resistance lines, but now it's showing our high activity in a more probable area, which is right here. And the reason why it's showing it at this red area here, which is our left demand area, is probably because it was high selling. It was the same thing when we hit here at 336. We had high selling. So like I said, we still have the same supports even looking at the 15-minute chart. But something that looks very different on the 15-minute chart is this. So on the oscillator, you can actually see here on the bottom where it says oversold. Yes, we were oversold. After overselling, we always have a purchasing area coming in for anything after overselling. And the fact that we have that, and then it shows a bull signal here. The only reason it's showing this bull signal is pretty much because the bull signal is whenever the selling slows down. So if the selling is slowing down, it's showing a bullish signal because now the buying is about to start coming in. And actually, if you look at that, now it's about to go up here, like on the upside for the buying wave. So we should get some buying coming in for Luna Classic. And I don't know how far it's going to bring us, but I am predicting that it should bring us back to this high activity area. And let's see if we can pass it from there. So hopefully we can pass it. But if we do, then it could go from 336 or 337 back up here to 347 and possibly even back up here to 36. So we still have a lot to go here, but we just have to get past all these different resistance areas. Now, as for the 4-hour chart, which is long term, if we're just going to look at Luna Classic right now in the long term, what we are seeing is we are inside of a moderate activity area. So it's showing this whole area is moderate. So whether it's buying or selling, we don't know, but we are seeing there's a lot of buying. So I'm predicting it's moderate buying activity, and as well as here. How this went from red to green. Watch my previous technical analysis videos. I mentioned how we were having a hard time staying below this whole area here. So this whole red area, the less demand area, we're having a hard time staying below there, and we had high activity. Turns out that was high buying activity. So I think this is also high or moderate buying activity, and then over here we also have high activity, which could also be high buying activity, which could then lead Luna Classic to continuing to pump to not all time highs, but previous highs. And that's pretty much around 5.9 and 6.0. So yeah, I still think there's a possibility for Luna Classic to keep pumping up here. We just gotta push it as a community, and especially with Twitter. Twitter's going crazy right now with Coinbase. Coinbase lists Luna Classic is trending. Luna C community is trending. Like Twitter is literally one of the main things. Like, look, I just now opened up Twitter again because I closed it. And look, the first thing you're gonna see, Luna C burning, is the first thing you're gonna see trending on Twitter. So that's definitely really big for us. And then Coinbase obviously is only trending because of Luna Classic. And yeah, so I think there's a huge possibility for this to happen because Luna Classic is literally pushing the narrative for Coinbase to list it, just like Luna Classic pushed the narrative for Binance to do the burns. And so many people did that Binance eventually did the burns. And I see the same thing happening here for Coinbase listing Luna Classic. So I think we're probably going to end up getting this. But anyways, let me know what you all think of this. I think this is probably going to end up happening for us. But like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But yeah, definitely hit that like button and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.